situation when the prince was again asking the swallow to wait for one more night and to help her out in giving the sapphire to the little girl, to the little girl who was selling the matchsticks. Okay, we have left at this place only. So now the prince is again asking that swallow to help her out in giving the sapphire to to that match girl. Now what the answer is being given up by swallow? Let's see. It is winter, answered the swallow, and the snow will soon be here. In Egypt, the sun is warm on the green palm plant trees, and the crocodiles lie in the mud and look lazily about them. And what he said, now that it is a winter time and soon the snowfall is going to start, and in the Egypt, there is a sort of the warmness is there due to sun, and I need to go over there. The sunshine are coming. The sunshine is coming upon the green palm trees, and even the crocodiles are also lying in the mud. And I want to go over there. In the square below, said the happy prince, there stands a little match girl. As I already told you that he gave a description regarding a little match girl who is crying. And even his matches are being fallen up in the fallen up where? They have fallen up in the drain or a gutter or in the gutter. So those matchsticks are totally being spoiled up. And if she is going to go like that only without taking any of the money to her home, her father is going to beat her. So she is worried about that and she is continuously crying. She has no shoes or stockings and her little head is bare, and even what is there, she is not having neither she is having shoes nor she is wearing the stockings in not she is wearing the stockings, and her head is also bare, means it is as it is raining up, so nothing is there on her head also. So prince is quite worried about that girl. Pluck out my other eye and give it to her. Her father will not beat her. Now, after that, Prince what said to her? He said that he took to take out the other sapphire from my eye and give it to her, give it to that girl, so that she will be giving it to her father, and her father is not going to beat her up. I will stay with you one night longer, said the swallow, but I cannot pluck out your eye. You would be quite blind then. And the prince answered, the swallow answered that I'll be staying with you one night longer. There is no problem in that. But how can I take out one more sapphire from your another eye? If I'm going to take it out, you will be blind then. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the prince, do as I command you. And he said, whatever I am commanding you up, do it like that only. Don't go against it. So he plucked out the prince's other eye and darted down with it. Now, after that, what happened? The swallow did the same as prince asked him to take out to pluck out the sapphire from his eyes. He did the same and gave it to the little girl. He flew away from that place and slowly he slipped down that sapphire into her palm. Okay. What a lovely bit of glass, cried the little girl, and she ran home laughingly. After that, what happened? She, after watching that glass sort of thing, sort of a precious stone, the girl she was very happy to see that, and she quickly ran back to the home. Then the swallow came back to the prince. You are blind now, he said, so I will stay with you always. Now, the swallow said that that I'm not going to go back now, prince. I have came back and I'm going to stay with you always as you are blind now. blind now. You are not having any of the sapphire in your eyes, and I'm going to stay with you always. No, little swallow, said the poor prince, you must go away to Egypt. And the prince said that no, there is no need to stay over here with me, swallow. You can go back to Egypt, and it will be a problematic for you also. No, I will stay with you always, said the swallow, and he slept at the prince's feet. And what happened afterwards? He denied to go back to go to the Egypt, and the swallow slept under the feet of whom? Prince. He slept under the feet of at the feet of prince. All the next day, he sat on the prince's shoulder and told him stories of what he had seen in strange lands. Now, whatever the next day, the swallow sat on the shoulder of happy prince, and in the whole day he was telling about whatever the things were going up in the land, whatever the things were going up in that city. He was giving up the description of that. Dear little swallow, said the prince, you tell me of marvelous things, but more marvelous than anything is the suffering of man and woman. And prince said to the swallow that tell me about the marvelous things also, good things, beautiful things also, but telling me more than that of marvelous things, do let me know about the misery, about the pain of the man and woman in my city. I know want to know the suffering. I want to know the pain of the people. I want to know why the people are unhappy, why they are sad. Okay. There is no mystery so great as misery. And he said that there is no mystery as great as a misery. Mystery means secret. So great as misery means a feeling of unhappiness. Why the people are feeling unhappy, there is a big secret behind that. So he said in that way. Fly over my city, little swallow, and tell me what you see there. And do let me know whatever is going over there in my city. Fly over there and do let me know what is going in my city now. So the swallow flew over the great city and saw the rich making merry in their beautiful houses. And what happened after that? Swallow went over the great city in which this statue of prince over there was there, and what he saw, the rich people, the rich making merry in their beautiful houses. Rich making means the rich people were making merry. Merry means they were happy in their own beautiful houses, while the beggars were sitting at the gates. And the beggars who were the poor ones, they were sitting at the gates. They are not having the proper houses, even the proper place to live in. He flew into dark lanes and saw the white faces of the starving children looking out listlessly at the black street. And even what he saw, he went into the dark lane or streets and saw the faces of the children who were very hungry. They were starving up. They were hungry from so many days and looking out sadlessly. Listlessly means they were looking very sad and looking at the black streets where they cannot find anything to eat, where they find nothing to do, not find even the place to live in. Under the archway of a bridge, two little boys were lying in each other's arms to try and keep themselves warm. And under the bridge, what he saw that two little children, were hugging each other. They were trying to hug each other so that they can keep themselves warm. As it was so cold, so they were trying to keep themselves. They were trying to make themselves warm by hugging up each other. Okay. Now, how hungry we are, they said, and they both were hungry also, and even they said that you must not lie here, shouted the watchman. And soon over there a watchman came up and he shouted on them that you are not supposed to stay over here, go from here. And he ordered him that to board that boys to go out of that place. And they after that they were listlessly they were listlessly roaming here and there on the out in the rain. Then he flew back and told the prince what he had seen. And after going back to the prince, happy prince again, the swallow told him whatever he has seen in the city, in his own city. He told him that after the prince said that I am totally being covered up with fine gold also. Said the prince, you must take it off leaf by leaf and give it to the poor. The living always think that gold can make them happy. And what the prince said, that as I'm totally covered up with the gold, you must take out leaf by leaf from my body and give it to the poor people who are the needy ones. You should give it to them, and the living ones who, as I'm dead, the living ones are more in need of that. If they are going to get the gold, they can sell it up, and after that they are going to get money, and it will be very helpful for them. Okay. Yes, helpful for them, and even they'll become happy after that. Leaf after leaf of the fine gold the swallow picked off till the happy prince looked quite dull and grey. And leaf after leaf was taken out uh, from the body of that happy prince, and the swallow give those leaves to the poor people who were the needy ones. Till the time the leaves were taken out, till the time the happy prince looked dull and grey. Leaf after leaf of the fine gold he brought to the poor, and the children's face grew rosier, and they laughed and play in the street. And by this gold, the people were becoming more happier, and the children's faces were growing up into uh, they were growing up into laughter. A sort of laughter has again came back to them. Smile has came back to on their faces. We have bread now, they cried, and they all said that we are having the bread now. Bread means the the thing to eat, not a bread over here, not a particular bread. Bread form many कहेंगे, it's not will be the bread only. They will be having that gold. By that gold they are going to sell it up. After that they are going to get the money, and in that way they are saying that we are having the bread now. I'll just show you the page, students. Yes, this is the page. Then the snow came, and after the snow came the frost. The streets looked as if they were made of silver. Now, after that, snowfall started, and snow started frosting up also. So, it started chilling, it was showing a chilling effect of it. The snow was showing the chilling effect. You can write down chilling effect, or it was getting frozen. Anything you can write. It was showing its chilling effect, and even it was getting frozen. The streets looked as if they were made of silver, and the streets were looking that they are made up of some silver. Everybody went about in furs, and the little boys were wore scarlet caps and skated on the ice. And everybody went inside into their houses, and what happened, they started wearing scarlet. Scarlet means it's a type of it's a color, red color. Every children, the little boys were wearing red colored caps, and they started skating on the ice. The poor little swallow grew colder and colder. Now the swallow was getting colder and colder, but he would not leave the prince. But the main determination, that he was so determined that he was not leaving the prince. He loved him too well. He picked up the crumbs outside the baker's door when the baker was not looking, and tried to keep himself warm by flapping his wings. And what he used to eat, the swallow used to eat the crumbs which were being thrown up by the baker. You know the baker, no? who used to throw the crumbs of the breads and all outside his bakery. So he used to pick up them and eat them up. And for keeping himself warm, what he used to do? He used to flap up his wings again and again. Flap means to move the wings in up and down position. But at last he knew that he was going to die. And at last he knew that he is going to die just because it was getting colder and colder. The weather was getting so harsh. It was extreme cold. It was not possible for the swallow to live for longer time. He had just enough strength to fly up to the prince's shoulders once more. Now, the strength that much that he was having at that time, it was that much only that he could fly up to the prince's shoulder. Goodbye, dear prince, he murmured. Will you let me kiss your hand? And after that, swallow said that I'm here to say you goodbye, and will you please let me kiss your hand? I am glad that you are going to Egypt at last. And the prince said that at last I am very happy. Glad means I am happy that you are going to Egypt now. Little swallow, said the prince, you have stayed too long here, but you must kiss me on the lips, for I love you. And after that, what prince said that as I love you so much, I am too in love with you. Now you should stay with now you should as you have stayed with me for a so longer time, for a long time, so I need to kiss you on your lips. I want you to kiss me on my lips. It is not it is not to Egypt that I am going, said the swallow. Swallow said that I am not going to Egypt that you are asking me for. I am going to the house of death. And he said that I am about to die. Death is the brother of sleep. Is he not? It is a sort of a statement which is being correctly said that death is a brother of sleep. So when you sleep up, your position is also sort of a position when you seems like to be a dead person. That's why the death is being called up as the death is the brother of sleep. Okay. So, and he kissed the happy prince on the lips and fell down dead at his feet. And after kissing up the lips of the happy prince, he fell down on the feet of the happy prince. At that moment, a curious crack sounded inside the statue as if something had broken. Now, at that moment, what happened? The, the time, the time when Swallow died, inside the happy prince, a cracking sound came up. That inside the statue, it felt like something had broken up. But what was the thing that has been broken? It was the leaden heart. The heart which was made up of lead prince inside the prince statue had snapped right into two. Means it has been broken into two pieces. It certainly was a dreadful heart force, and it was certainly it was a situation that uh, that no one can believe upon. It was a sort of a very sadful situation for the prince. Early the next morning, the mayor was walking in the square, and in the next morning, the dreadfully you can write on the meaning terribly. Now what has happened? The swallow is dead, and even the heart of the happy prince was also broken. Now next morning, what happened? The mayor of that city was walking in the square below in company with the town councillors. As they passed the column, he looked up at the statue, and when he was passing through that column where the statue stood, what he saw, uh, dear me, how shabby the happy prince. He was walking with his counselors only. So, how shabby the happy prince looks, he said. The mayor of the city said, how shabby he is looking up now. How shabby? Shabby means ugly. Right on the meaning? Ugly. The meaning of shabby is ugly. Snapped means broke. If you have not written the meaning, please write it down. Snapped means broke. Shabby means ugly. Dreadfully means terribly. Column you might be knowing. The base of the statue. The base of the statue. Okay. How shabby indeed, cried the town councillors, who always agreed with the mayor. They went up to look at it. Now, even the town councillors, indeed means really. Yes, they said, yes, really it is looking very shabby, it is looking very ugly, and they got agreed with the mayor, whatever the thing, whatever the thing was said by mayor, they too got agreed with that, that the Happy Prince statue was looking very ugly. The ruby has fallen out of his sword, his eyes are gone, and he is golden no longer. As the town councillors went up to look into that, what has happened uh, to that statue, they went up. So what they saw, there was no ruby in the sword, his eyes were not there, the sapphires in the eyes have also gone, and no golden leaves were there, which was being covered up on the whole statue, said the mayor. In fact, he is little better than a beggar. And the mayor said he is just looking little better than a beggar. Little better than a beggar, said the town councillors. Okay, even the town councillors also said. And here is actually a dead bird at his feet, continued the mayor. And even a dead bird was there under his feet. Which was it? At his feet? Not under his feet. At his feet, a dead bird was there. That was swallow. We must really issue a proclamation that birds are not. Proclamation means we are not going. We are going to make an announcement that. Write down the meaning. Proclamation means announcement. That we must really issue a proclamation that birds are not to be allowed to die here. And they said that they are going to make an announcement regarding the birds will be not allowed to die up over there. Okay, I'll show you the next page, the last page of your chapter. After that chapter will be completed. And the town clerk made a note of the suggestion, and in the town clerk of that city made a notification regarding that. So they pulled down the statue of the Happy Prince, and even what they did, they pull it down, that statue of the Happy Prince, and as he is no longer beautiful, he is no longer useful, as it was not looking beautiful, as well as it was not of any use. So the art professor at the even the art professor of that university said that. Then they melted the statue in a furnace. What a strange thing! And after melting up that statue, what a strange thing they found that at that foundry, what they found it, this broken lead heart will not melt in the furnace. And they found that there was a lead heart, a heart was there which was made up of lead, and it was broken up into two pieces. It was not getting melt. We must throw it away. And they thought that we are going to throw it away now. So they threw it on a dust heap where the dead swallow was also lying. And they throw it on the pile. Heap means pile. They threw that leaden heart on the pile where the dead swallow was lying up. Bring me the two precious things in the city, said God. Now, the God is saying, the story is completed, but there is, in the last, there is a sort of thing given up here that the God is saying that bring me two precious things. He is saying to his angels the angel brought him the leaden heart and the dead bird. And what the angel had brought in the heaven, he has brought the heart and the dead bird. You have rightly chosen, said God. And God, in that, so God answered that it is that you have chose the right thing. For in my garden of paradise, this little bird shall sing forever more, and in my city of gold, the happy prince shall praise me. And I'll be very much happier if the bird is going to sing in my paradise, and and in my paradise, the happy prince heart will also be there. I'll be very happy to keep up these things as the two most precious things. Okay, so this was the chapter. If you are having any query, you can ask me up.